very good morning to my dear children. Today, in this period, we are going to look into lesson number 6. Already, the lesson is introduced to you on Tuesday, Substances in Daily Use. Here you can see different objects. And here, some questions are there for you. Which 3 objects do you see in the picture? Obviously, I know that you all know. Chair, table and cupboard. How did you identify them? Because these are the objects which you find in your house. What materials they are made up of? Some may say plastic, some will say wood, some will say aluminium. Can any one of these materials be used to make all the 3 objects? Yes. Wooden cupboards we have seen, wooden table we have seen, wooden chair we have seen. Similarly, plastic chair, plastic table, plastic cupboard also we have seen. Here in the picture we can see many objects what we use in our daily life. Chair made up of wood, a belt made up of leather, a fork made up of metal, window made up of glass, a t-shirt made up of a fabric, a cup made up of ceramic, an envelope made up of paper, and a water bottle made of plastic. All substances are made up of very small particles. What are these particles? Remember, children, we have done this. Atoms, the smallest indivisible particle, which means which cannot be further divided. Objects are made up of substances. Objects have a specific shape. Their parts have a specific arrangement by which we identify them. Look at the picture. The various things what we find in our house are all made up of substances. We use wood, plastic or steel to make a table, chair or cupboard. These substances have the strength required to make these articles. Also, these substances can be given a desired shape. It means that we consider the properties of substances to use them for making things. The same substance or material can be used to make many objects. Let us study some such examples. Cloth, cotton, fiber or thread, saris, handkerchiefs, quilts, mattresses, pillows, etc. Iron, construction, steel bars, griddles, parts of automobiles, electric poles, tables, cupboards, etc. Aluminium, kitchen utensils, electrical cables, etc. By studying the properties of substances, we can select substances suitable for our purposes. It depends upon person to person. The substances in everyday use are of 2 main kinds. Very important, children. Natural and man-made substances. Before understanding natural and man-made substances, let's understand what are materials, which we have done in our previous lesson. What are things made from? Definitely materials. A material is a substance or mixture of substance that constitutes an object. Materials can be pure or impure, living or non-living matter. New materials can be produced from raw materials by synthesis. In industries, Materials are inputs to manufacturing processes to produce products or more complex materials. Now let's understand what is natural. These are materials that are found around us. We may have to dig them out of the ground, grow them, or take them from living things. What is man-made then? These are materials that we have to do something to make them. They are then called man-made. Natural substances, substances available in nature, are called natural substances. Of these, the substances of the first group are obtained from living things. Substances obtained from living things are called biotic substances. Air, soil, water are substances that are not obtained from living things. They are called abiotic substances. Very important. Two things, biotic and abiotic. Biotic from living things, abiotic from non-living things. How are leather and wool different from jute and cotton? Leather and wool are obtained from animals. They are of animal origins, whereas jute and cotton are substances of plant origin. Do we find plastic, nylon, brass or cement in nature? No, absolutely not, because they are not natural things. They are man-made materials. Log is natural. Let's understand this. Anything made from wood is man-made. You saw log, that is wood. When it is used to make a bench or a desk, it's become a man-made. Or the log of wood is used to make a toy or pencil, it's become a man-made. So a natural thing is converted with the help of human strength and mind is man-made. Wool is natural, available in the environment or in the nature. But anything made of wool is man-made. Sand is naturally available in the nature, but glass is made from it. Man-made substances. It is human nature to strive for newer things and to try to make life more comfortable. As a result of this effort, man not only learned to use natural substances but also began to process them to make new substances. Several such substances are easier to use and can be made available in plenty at a low cost. Therefore, these substances came to be used on a large scale. There are a great many such man-made substances in use today. New substances produced by processing naturally available substance are called man-made substances. Earlier, earless or capes made of grass or sackcloth were used for protection from rain. Then cloth umbrellas came into use. Nowadays, the raincoat, school bags and the book covers you use can all be made from plastic. Delicate articles, perishable fruits, etc. require packing. To pack TV sets, refrigerators, etc., big cartons and thermocol are being used. All these are man-made substances. These substances are waterproof or water-resistant, lightweight and easy to transport. That is why they are being used increasingly. Examples of man-made substances. Area of use, construction. Natural substance, bamboo, stone, soil, wood, coconut, fronds, lime. Man-made substances, brick, cement, concrete, galvanized sheets, clay, tiles, plastic, asbestos sheets. Writing material, tree bark, caves, Bhurjpatra, pens made from reeds. Dhul patia, stone slates, stone walls in caves, soil and colors made from plants. And what is man-made? Pen, pencils made from plastic and metal, paper, notebook, etc. What about threads, fiber and yarn? What is natural? Cotton, silk or wool? Whereas man-made is nylon, rayon or terraline. Glass can be made from sand and calcium carbonate. However, sand and calcium carbonate cannot be obtained from glass. That means irreversible. You must have observed green chilies or tomatoes turning red. After some time, have you ever seen or heard of red tomatoes becoming green again? No, because it is an irreversible process. While making, we made substances, the properties of the constituents undergo a change. This change occurs due to certain chemical reactions. These changes in the properties are permanent, that is, the original constituent substances cannot be obtained again from the new substance. Such changes are called irreversible changes. Let's try to understand this change in detail with few examples. Reversible change, a change that can go forward and backward. You can see here ice cream, when it is heated, it becomes juice, liquid, and when if it is refrigerated again, it becomes again in solid form. Reversible change is a change that does not result in a new substance. Stretching of the rubber band, that is elasticity. When you leave it, it comes to its original position. Now, what is irreversible change, what we were talking about? Is a change that results in one or more new substance. Look at the picture. When an egg is fried on the frying pan, it becomes an omelette. Can you turn that omelette again into an egg? No. Similarly, eggs used in baking of cake cannot be reversed back to its ingredients. It is reversible or irreversible change. Look at the picture and try to find out. Folded paper. It is indeed a reversible change. Burning wood. Once the wood is burnt, it turns into ashes. So is it possible that we can change the ash back to wood? No, it's irreversible. What about melting butter? If we keep it in the refrigerator, can we get butter again solid? Yes. So this is reversible. An iron nail which rusts because of the moisture cannot be reversed back to a shiny iron nail. It is irreversible change. So what we have learned today? What is natural material? Natural materials come from the ground or from living things. These are materials that are found around us. We may have to dig them out of the ground, grow them, or take them from living things. Whereas man-made objects, other items in our world are made by people. There are many of these human features on the earth's surface. We call these things man-made objects. Things like buildings, cars, books, and furniture are man-made. Natural resources are those resources occurring in nature. They are both renewable and non-renewable. They help in economic development of people. Man-made resource is taking place with the act of humans. Man-made resource can cause harm to us. Man-made resource also takes place with the knowledge of human. Thank you so much. Stay safe at home.